A bite from a venomous snake can make the prey collapse in just a few minutes. Hiding in silence, they wait for the perfect moment. No need for a long pursuit. Just one precise moment is enough to end everything. But not every hunt goes according to plan. Just a small deviation. The situation can completely change. Welcome to the hunting moments of venomous snakes, where everything is recorded right when instinct speaks, and there is no second chance. Indigo snake. The eastern indigo snake takes life not by venom or muscular constriction, but by the crushing pressure from an uncompromising set of jaws. When facing this absolute biomechanical strength, all resistance is suffocated right from the very first moment. The eastern indigo snake, a killing machine designed not for venom or constricting mechanisms. The mouse has been taken down by the static mechanical compressive force from the predator's jaws. In order to consume a large mass, it activates the cranial kinesis mechanism. The jawbones operate completely independently, creating asymmetrical steps of the teeth, slowly pulling the prey, slipping deep into the throat. With no rush, the predator patiently adjusts its posture. The mouse's upper body gradually disappears into the oral cavity. Every rhythmic swallowing beat pushes the bulky food mass slipping past the throat. A cold-consuming process based entirely on biomechanical principles. King Cobra. It is not by chance that the King Cobra reigns at the top of the food chain. It is the giant amount of neurotoxic venom in each bite that establishes this absolute authority. The ability to completely neutralize the prey in a blink of an eye now becomes a stepping stone, opening a completely silent process of consuming a giant body mass. On the mossy rock background, the water monitor is completely motionless under the death bite of the King Cobra. The venom has penetrated and blocked the neural receptors, activating a state of full-body ischemia, making the victim's muscular system completely paralyzed before being swallowed whole. Every constricting and pulling rhythm is executed with absolute patience. The hunter continuously adjusts its posture, skillfully guiding the victim's stiff body mass through the narrow throat vault. When swallowing, the King Cobra will secrete another amount of venom, pumping more into the victim's body to ensure they are completely paralyzed. Viper versus lizard. Nestling in a hidden corner, the large snake patiently locks onto the target. The target is a brilliant green lizard. Thanks to the camouflaged scale layer, the snake silently slithers forward, quietly shortening the distance, waiting to launch an ambush strike. Realizing the danger, the lizard immediately accelerates to flee. The life and death pursuit tears apart the silence amidst the thorn bushes and cliffs. The escape ends with an accurate bite. The snake immediately coils itself tight, extinguishing all final struggling efforts of the victim. This cruel ending is exactly the inevitable law to maintain the survival chain in the wild. Spider-tailed horned viper. On the arid cliff, the boundary between hunter and prey is sometimes just an illusion. Mistaking that wriggling tail for a lucrative spider, the winged target does not know they are diving straight into the jaws of a stealthy predator. In the arid canyon, the survival principle relies on deception. A small bird is scanning the surrounding environment. On the cliff, a small movement appears. This is not an arthropod, but the art of tail baiting of the spider-tailed horned viper. It presses close to the terrain, lowering its metabolic rate to maximally preserve energy while waiting. Accompanied by the ability to use a specialized neuromuscular system to control the keratinized scales, accurately simulating the gait of a desert spider. The bird dives down to launch a peck, but that is a trap. The spider-tailed horned viper is an extremely rare species and has a very limited habitat. You will not find them anywhere else in the world except for a single area, Western Iran, specifically in the Zagros Mountains. The cliffs are where migratory birds often stop to rest. And there is no escape route left. This snake species was once considered extinct or a biological mistake. It was not until 2006 that scientists officially confirmed them as a distinct species after finding live specimens in Iran. Unlike many venomous snakes in the viper family, which usually cause tissue necrosis, the spider-tailed viper's venom is optimized to paralyze instantly. Its venom hits straight into the bird's motor system, making their wings stiffen right after the bite, falling straight down on the spot. However, local birds are usually experienced and wary of this tail. They are not always successful in baiting prey. Massive snake versus bird. The mother bird is feeding her chicks, unaware that danger has lurked right nearby. And immediately, the swallowing process begins right on the branch. Its lower jaw is not fixed like mammals. The two sides operate separately, alternately pulling the prey deeper after each contraction beat. The neck skin layer stretches visibly wide, fully embracing the chick's body despite a size noticeably larger than the original head. To this predator, swallowing is not just eating, but a perfect mechanism where every movement is optimized to process the prey intact. Frog versus grass snake. The perfect camouflage skill by immobility sometimes becomes ineffective before a creature that does not rely entirely on vision. When the temperature and chemical signal cover is exposed, the static defensive tactic is forced to give way to a life and death race of reaction speed. The predator utilizes the environment to eliminate distance, forcing the victim to activate an immediate evasion mechanism to break the tracking chain. The close-in tactic in a water environment requires extreme dexterity. The snake utilizes its flexible body structure to move without creating ripples, eliminating the prey's long-distance detection ability, turning the water surface into a perfect concealing screen for the attack. In the end, perseverance defeated speed. The battle ends, leaving the terrifying silence of the natural survival law. Stork versus snake. At the edge of the muddy swamp, a white stork is falling into a tricky situation. A large snake is biting tightly onto its wing. The bird gradually backs down into the water, dragging along the enemy clinging to its body. Following survival instinct, the white stork uses its sharp beak to tightly clamp the reptile's body, making an effort to tear the enemy off its body. The snake's weight makes the white stork lose its balance. It tumbles, struggling desperately, its head submerged underwater many times. The bird's strength quickly depletes before the persistent clinging. The bloodstain spreading on the pure white plumage is a cruel testament to the harshness of the natural world. What you have just watched shows that in the world of venomous snakes, venom is not always an absolute advantage. And just one wrong choice is also enough for everything to reverse in an uncontrollable way. Every encounter harbors risks, where the predator can also become the prey. If you find this video fascinating, hit like, leave a comment sharing your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel to continue exploring many other dramatic wild moments. Thank you for watching until the end. See you again in the next video.